Happy March, everybody! I decided to celebrate the new month by giving this inspo pick a go on my console table. If you saw my spring decor video, you know I talked about maybe giving that a whirl, so I'm going to do that today. And I am loving this little tableau that I had put together last week, but that inspo pick was really calling to me. And after I combed through the attic and the garage for what I have on hand, I took another look at the inspo pick and decided, okay, there are some main components here. Of course, the bunny, and then the tray, the Easter eggs in the vase, then this little nest on the tray, these tall stems, and then the florals and the greenery. And I have a few, but not all. There were a couple items that I could not rummage up out of my house here. And I had $24 in a refund from some bras I returned. So I hit TJ Maxx, namely looking for a bunny. And I found this guy. The Inspo bunny is white. And I debated about painting this guy or at least kind of dry brushing him. But after I got everything all together, I think I like him this color. I'm going to leave him alone. And I only had either grass bunnies or metal bunnies that were the right size and shape. So I'm really glad I found this guy. $13. And you know I love bunnies, so I don't regret that. And the only other thing I had that was wooden was this little guy, and there was no way he was up to the job. So forget it. That was not going to happen. And I had just about everything else, so I didn't feel guilty about buying the bunny. The other main component was a tray. And this wooden tray I bought at a Goodwill years ago. I think I paid all of $3 for this thing, and it's been sitting in storage on a shelf. So I pulled that out. I think it's going to be exactly perfect for this project. And of course, then I had to get the eggs. And I did have some on hand that I had hand painted last year, little cheapo plastic eggs from Dollar Tree. And I like the way these turned out, but I'm kind of tired of the all neutral over there on the console table, especially for spring. You know, you want to lighten things up a little bit. So I debated about it and decided, yeah, I think I want to get some pastel eggs because they really kind of make that inspo pick what it is, in my opinion. I had spotted these at Walmart. They're a soft felt egg and they're the perfect size and color, but I wanted to use a real stems to save money. And I had seen a package of these, but those were all gone. And then I spotted these at Michael's today. They were only $5, but marked down 40% off. So I took two packages home with me, and that came to a total of $6. And the inspo pick, you know, they're kind of close to those same color ranges, so I was happy with that. And apothecary jar, I had had a tall glass vase that I thought I'd be able to use, but apparently I goodwilled that thing. So I did manage to find this one up in the attic, even though it has a little ding on one side. I'm going to hide it. I got these stems on a nature walk and put them in a crystal glass, and I'm going to work that down into these eggs. And let me tell you, the fluted shape at the top of this face made that a little bit of a challenge, but I got her done. And I like these stems. They had, you know, a lot more pretty little pink flowers on them a few days ago when I spotted them and had this project in mind. But they'll work. And then I should have studied this inspo pick a little closer before I went hunting for florals. I brought these home from Michael's. These were $10 each, 40% off. So I think I paid a total of, like $12 for these. I didn't realize they're a lot bigger than what I really wanted for that area. And B, the yellow ones are closer to an orangey yellow, and I really wasn't digging that at all. I wanted soft pastels, and these were just too vibrant. Something a little closer to these flowers, but I didn't want to use those in my inspo console table project. So I decided these are going back to Michael's, so that'll be another $12 back in my pocket. and I'm going to figure out another way to go at these florals without having to buy any. And in looking at this again, I have a lot of little greenery tucked here and there in some drawers and whatnot that I almost purged. Luckily, I put that off. I procrastinated it. Thank goodness. And I had these in a basket, and I decided to pull them apart. I've had this little tray with these little silver salt and pepper bunnies for years. So I tucked that on one side, and I didn't want to buy a nest. So I just went out in the yard and got some dried grass out of a corner where some weeds had grown. Just kind of shaped that into a nest on one side. Now I'm working with the greenery and pulling these flowers apart, and I'm just kind of tucking things here and there, like in the inspo pic. And now I'm going to try some different things here on the other side. The inspo pic shows a vase with the tulips hanging out of it. And because I have so many florals and greenery going already on the console table, as well as the dining table and my sideboard, I didn't want a picture with flowers here on the end. So after I tried a few different scenarios, I came up with one that I like, and I am really pleased with this. It feels like I brought spring into the house in a whole new way for not all that much money. And I only added a bunny and some eggs, which won't take up much room. These stems may not hold up very long, and I may or may not end up buying some artificial ones. I may just go cut some more on the nature trail that I was on, so we'll see. But for now, these are working, and this was a fun project. I really did enjoy trying to recreate the inspo pic. I think this tray area turned out really well, and I think it's working just fine without tulips or daffodils. Let me know down below what you all think. I'd love to hear if you are planning on decorating for spring. I can't believe it's March already. Just mind blowing how fast time's going already. And I feel like doing projects like this help make the most of the time before it's gone in a blink, right? And here's a quick look at the before picture again. And now the after at a little different angle. One thing I like about this bunny is he looks good from any angle. I think that's important when you're going to pass by a tableau like this from different angles during the day. I like it that he looks like he's wood, but maybe stone. You're not sure when you first glance at him. So for 19 bucks and about 2 hours of my time, I think this was well worth it. I've always enjoyed decorating. I think it's because I'm a Libra and the aesthetics just matter to me innately. So whether I had a tight budget or not, I always found a way to gloss up my home a little bit. And I know that's not everyone's thing, but I hope you enjoyed this video either way. And I appreciate you taking the time to stop in. And I will see you all on the next one.